Ladies and gentlemen, it is India versus Pakistan in the Asia Cup. It is the contest that captures the imagination of a billion or even more people. The superstars, they're lining up at the Dubai International Stadium, but we have our own set of superstars here on NDTV. Nikhil Chopra, former India cricketer, Mohammad Azharuddin, former India captain, and our very own Rika Roy, also joining us on the broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a match that is never just about cricket. It is about history. It is about pride and the entire emotions of the two nations. On paper, India may look like the stronger side, but as every fan knows, being the favorite and actually crossing the finish line are two very different battles. And this clash, it also comes with an even sharper edge. It is the first meeting since the tragedy in Pahalgam, and after the resounding military success of Operation Sindoor, which basically means the stakes go far beyond the scoreboard. In fact, the players are ready, the fans are charged, and the world is watching. Will India reaffirm its dominance, or will Pakistan spring a surprise? One thing is certain, this is not just a game, this is cricket's most intense rivalry. Nikhil bhai, I also want to talk about individual matchups. Starting with our captain, Suryakumar Yadav. He doesn't really have a great record against Pakistan in the last couple of matches. How do you see his role in this particular match, in this particular team? He has been leading India really, really well. But as far as his individual performances are concerned, are you concerned, or you feel everything is going to be all right? Because he's Surya after all.
Yeah, without a doubt. And a couple of games here or there against one particular country really doesn't make a difference. Because in this format, Osama, very rarely do you get 6 batsmen who are match winners to be consistent. Because these guys, once they get in, get a start, 25, 30 odd, with the pace of the strike rate that they get the runs, the rest of the runs, they'll be looking to win games as well. That's why in an 11-member playing squad, you're playing 6 batsmen, because not all 6 are going to get the opportunity to go out there and get the runs as well. So out of the top 3, one of them gets runs, they're going to win the game. And with Surya's form, to answer your question, not to worry about.
Not to worry at all.
Not to worry at all. In the evening, Surya is going to be out there shining.
Azubhai, you agree with that? Surya will be shining today, from one captain to another.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity for him to score runs. If it all he gets to bat, because I think we have a very strong batting lineup. So we'll have to wait and see. So I think it'll be a good opportunity to set this record straight. That if he scores runs against Pakistan, everybody will say he scored runs against all the teams.
If I may, Usama, Rika, if I may ask Azubhai a question, I just thought of this. We all talk about how does it feel to play India versus Pakistan in a World Cup. We know, the captain, the coach has to, try and calm things. But how tough does it get for a captain? I want to ask Azubhai, because he's got the responsibility of the rest of the 14 guys, the support staff. He has to go out there and walk and, have that calm stature. How tough is it for a skipper to sort of control that mindset and whatever's happening inside himself as well?
I think the first thing is you need to really stay cool, because I remember, if you're talking about the India-Pakistan game, I remember the quarter-final game in Bangalore against Pakistan. I think that was the most pressure game I've ever played in my so many years of cricket and so many matches I've played. Because then the expectations were very, very high, and everybody was wanting us to win against Pakistan. Even the people who were bringing food, room service and everything, there's so much pressure from everybody. So I think that was the highest high-pressure game I ever played. But fortunately, we kept our cool and then we won the game. But there's always pressure playing against Pakistan, and I will not agree to people saying that there's no pressure, it's just another game. I know it's just another game, but at the back of the mind there is always pressure.
But Azubhai, I also want to add to this. Mohammad Azharuddin, the great captain of India, he's already won us 2 Asia Cups. He has been the man of the match in one of the Asia Cups finals. So it is absolutely cake for walk for you. Might not be the same case for other captains who have led India in the other series as well.
Well, I think this question, it'll be better if Nikhil answers.
No, Azubhai, the question really is that you have won an Asia Cup in 1991 and Asia Cup in 1995. How different is it winning an Asia Cup back in your time vis-a-vis the way you look at it now, the way you look at the teams now?
No, I think definitely cricket has changed a lot, it's like from 91 to 95 and then now, it's totally changed, and now at that time it used to be a 50-over game, but now it's a 20-over game, so I think it's totally different. I think, I will be very happy, if India wins the Asia Cup, and I'm sure they have all the guns, they go out and then really play well, but it's just totally different. It's very hard to, compare what was happening at that time and at this time. So, we have a very good chance, so it's very hard for me to compare those things.
But would you not say that the difference between the Asian nations have just increased a lot? The gulf is very wide right now. India at the top, Pakistan at number 8, and all the countries are really not doing that well when it comes to Asian cricket. There's no competition.
No, I think they have a lot of countries playing Asia Cup now. I think at that point, you only used to have, Bangladesh was the weakest team at that time, because I hardly used to get batting, maybe if I had got batting against Pakistan, maybe my average would have been much better, but now I think you have so many teams to play now, so I think I'm sure, it will take time for the other teams to, really come up, because especially with Oman and then UAE, they've been playing for a long time. But I think the consistency is not there, and then plus, when you are playing cricket, you have to play all along, because we cannot, do a job and then go out and practice for 2 days or 3 days and then worry with the job. That's what happens in UAE and in the Oman team, or rather the other all Asian playing team except for India, Pakistan, maybe Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. But I think for them to improve, they need to keep practicing, they need to work hard every day, then only results will come.
Azubhai and Nikhil bhai, this is, let's get back to the match itself. The toss, how important is it? Azubhai, if you are the captain of this particular team, you win the toss, what do you do?
No, I think if I win the toss, I will definitely field, because I think we have a very strong batting lineup, and then I think whatever little the wicket would offer in the beginning, I'm sure we have some very good bowlers with Bumrah and Hardik Pandya, the bowlers who can swing the ball, then take advantage of those beginning overs and then maybe get the spinners on. So I think I would definitely field.
To me, honestly, Osama, the flip the coin, it can go either way. It really won't make a difference, because toss is normally, if there's due, it helps. But for sides, then you try and break down if our batting lineup can take on that pressure to win chase games, then you say, okay, fine, we'll bowl first. Or let's bat first. If our bowling is really strong, we can go out there and defend any sort of target. This team, to me, and not just the 11, the 15 by itself, to me, it just eradicates what happens at the toss.
But it also, India going into this particular tournament, when you look at that match against UAE, they won the toss. They could have batted, scored a 200, 250 and just given the match practice, the batting practice to all the batters. But they decided to bowl first. Is this the approach that the Indian team is going to take? Look, we are here to win. We don't care how we win, how the pitch plays, how the strategy goes as far as the other team is concerned. What we need to be clear about is we need to win, and we have to win irrespective of whether we win the toss or not.
Yeah, without a doubt. At the end of the day, the side that plays consistent, good cricket over 40 overs, 240 deliveries, 120 ball format, that's the side that's going to win. And this Team India now is a ruthless professional unit. You're absolutely right. Forget about whatever is happening. Once you enter the bus, you're entering your zone. You enter the field, you forget about the rest of the world, you go out there and say, I need to go out there, put my best foot forward, look to perform, and make sure at the end of the day, we're going to win this game. I think that, to me, is the most important. And this entire team is a very professional unit.
Yeah.
Nikhil, I just requested our director to pull up some stats of key Indian players and key Pakistan players when you look at the comparison between key personnel of India and key personnel of Pakistan, it is very clear that there is inexperience on the other side because they haven't played that many number of matches. But do you think that this inexperience could also work in favor of Pakistan because they really have nothing to lose and they know that?
Yeah, sometimes hindsight, Rika, possibility, because some youngsters would literally be waiting for a game like this.
Yeah.
You know, that this is an opportunity to go out there, announce your arrival in international cricket, because if there's one country, either way, one player that you want to pick out, which country would you like to go out there and become a hero or a man of the match? You would probably say for an India against Pakistan, I want to go out there and get my best figures as a bowler or my best runs in my career. So it possibly can happen as well, but to me, I look at it slightly differently in terms of experience in a high voltage game, high pressure game. It's because with the number of international games that you played, and of course, the number of matches that you played against Pakistan, you know, as an Indian, you know how to control your emotions. Like Azubai was saying that, you know, it's very easy to say that it's just another game, but when you've gone through that phase, or the number of times you've gone through that phase, you know exactly how to control your mind, how to control the adrenaline. If possible, you don't need to go out there and do too much, and at what stage of the game. So it just helps you because you've done that through that whole phase as well. So you can control your thoughts, your emotions, and get the best out of you.
And you know, this is also a clear advantage. Why I say this for
Asam,
India.
I would like to
and
take
the
a
Indian
follow-up
players as
question
well.
to Azubhai. Azubhai, 1991, 1995, both times you were the man of the match in the final when India won the Asia Cup. Would you say in all the man of the matches that you won in your playing career, the ones that have come against Pakistan hold a bit more significance for you?
Very big match. I played when we toured in the Benson in 1985 when Mr. Sunil Gavaskar was, Sunny Bhai was the captain, and I think I won man of the match in the first game. I scored I think 93. I think it was very, very important for me because that was the first time I'm playing out of India, and then a lot of expectations after scoring those 300s. You know, everybody was like looking at me. So I want to tell you something, you know, there's extremely a lot of pressure, and I was thinking this, you know, I don't fail, you know, I just want to excel in that tournament, but everything went well. So that is one of the big game, you know, for me, playing out of India. So, and it was against Pakistan, and then Imran Bhai was also making a comeback and then playing for the first time against Imran Khan and Wasim Akram. I thought it was very challenging.
Right, we are just a couple of minutes from the toss, and we'll be coming back and talking about a little more about India's batting, Sanju Samson, Shubman Gill, and the rest of the squad. But we'll leave you at that for now. Let's listen in to some of the voices of the fans that have come in so far.
आईसीसी और बीसीसीआई ने नियमों के तहत इस मैच का आयोजन करवाया है एशिया कप के तहत। तो हम सभी क्रिकेट प्रेमी ये चाहते हैं कि जिस तरीके से पूर्व में पाकिस्तान हमेशा भारत के हाथों मात खाता आया है, उसी प्रकार अब की बार भी हमारी युवा फौज पाकिस्तान को एक तरफ पटकनी देगी।
आज भारत फिर बैट और बॉल से पाकिस्तान के अंदर घुसकर सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक करेगी और एकदम मात देगी।
आई थिंक इंडिया विल विन। इंडिया के जो यंग बॉयज़ है वो काफ़ी अच्छे से काम कर रहे हैं। अपने जैसे सीनियर्स विराट और रोहित है, उनका वो इंस्पिरेशन लेते हैं।
आप देखो, उनकी भी टीम नहीं है, हमारी भी टीम नहीं है, हम उनको जानते नहीं ढंग से और वो हमको जानते नहीं है। फिर भी हमको हमारी टीम के ऊपर विश्वास है कि उनमें जो खिलाड़ी हैं, सबका प्रदर्शन आईपीएल में भी अच्छा रहा है और पिछले जो मैच हुए हैं उनमें भी अच्छा रहा है, तो वो उनकी तरफ से उनको पूरा योगदान देंगे।
आई विश ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर इंडिया टीम एंड for all the players. I wish best match will be today. Indian team will win definitely because Indian team are performing very well in the Asia Cup. Pakistan also performing, but Indian team is more better than Pakistan, so the Indian team will डेफिनेटली विन।
मेरे व्यू में कोई कंपटीशन तो है ही नहीं, हम लोग वर्ल्ड चैंपियंस हैं। हमारा जो स्क्वाड है वो बहुत ही मैनेजेबल, बहुत ही सॉर्टेड स्क्वाड है। हमें पाकिस्तान से कोई खतरा नहीं है।
मेरा तो एज अ प्लेयर यही सोचना है कि एज अ प्लेयर मतलब क्रिकेट तो होना ही चाहिए। ठीक है, एक वो जो चीज़ जो हुई है वो उसकी अपन भी अच्छी चीज़ नहीं हुई जो हुआ है, बट टूर्नामेंट की बात करें तो मेरे हिसाब से एज अ प्लेयर जब मैं क्रिकेट खेलता हूँ तो मैच तो होना ही चाहिए।
दुबई में मैच हो रहा है और पिच थोड़ा अच्छा मतलब स्पिनर्स को सपोर्ट कर रहा है, थोड़ा होल्ड होकर आ रहा है बॉल। अब हमारे पास जैसे शिवम दुबे ने भी बहुत अच्छा करा है, उसकी मतलब फॉर्म में लग रहा है। बुमराह है ही वर्ल्ड क्लास बॉलर। फिर अपने पास रेस्ट स्पिनर बहुत अच्छे हैं। एंड क्योंकि पाकिस्तान में एकदम फ्लैट विकेट्स आते हैं तो उनको उतनी स्लो विकेट्स और स्पिनिंग ट्रैक्स पे उतनी प्रैक्टिस नहीं है।
Comparing the sides, India seems more like balanced compared to Pakistan. And then we also don't have both stalwarts, like they have retired like a few months back, but still India feels like better hold.
India is a really young side without playing fear. They are playing aggressive brand of cricket that is developed under GG, playing extra batters, so that will create the batter to play more freedom, I would say.
मैच ना इस एक तरीके से अगर हो रही है तो दिक्कत भी नहीं है, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान को ना हमने ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में उसकी असली औकात अभी दिखाई नहीं ठीक से। आज उसको ना जलील करना है मैच हरा के।
नहीं, मैच तो मैं देखना चाहता हूँ आज, और मैं इंडिया को जीतते हुए और पाकिस्तान को बहुत बुरी तरह हारते हुए देखना चाहता हूँ मैं आज।